As we take a look at the link chart here, we can see that it is extremely bullish overall, but if you take a look at the last couple months, it's been consolidating. Ethereum, on the other hand, recently rose from $455 to just over $1,000. So the question is, why is Chainlink lagging behind? When will it catch up? And what can we expect over the course of the next couple days? My name is Anthony. You are watching Crypto Ride. And if you are a Chainlink investor, trader, or hodler, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because we give you regular updates on the Chainlink cryptocurrency. But before we dive into the Chainlink charts, I want to talk about the cryptocurrency market as a whole. You can see the Bitcoin dominance is down a little bit, and we are seeing some altcoins rise. And what I really want to focus on right now are the 7-day gains. So as I scroll down here, you can see Bitcoin up 92%, Ethereum up 48%. All right, Tether, XRP, both down. XRP is down because of a lawsuit. If you've been following them, you know about that. But look at some of these other cryptocurrencies, right? Up 19, 78, 17, 41. Binance up almost 20%. And then there's Chainlink up 8.6% on the week. So Chainlink, ladies and gentlemen, is lagging behind. And to me, that says that there is room for this one to move up. And one thing I've talked about on this channel is how altcoins tend to take turns with each other when they all get hot. And as you know, if you've been watching my videos for a long time, Chainlink does have the tendency to move all on its own and kind of do its own thing against the market. So at the time of this video, it is trading at $13.27, sitting at a $5 billion market cap, ranked number 10 overall. And let's take a look at the charts. Now, here is the graphic that I showed you in my thumbnail. Take a look at the thumbnail here. And so what this is the MACD. This is the moving average convergence divergence indicator, right? These are momentum indicators. And what that means, if you don't know, is when you have basically this blue line go up and through the orange one, you have a shorter term moving average passing over a longer term moving average, which is indicating bullish movement. You know, that's not the only thing we want to go on, right? Whenever we do technical analysis, we want to look for a variety of factors, letting us know that things could be headed in one direction or another. But that is a bullish indicator. In the past, if you would have made a swing trade, by the way, I'm not saying you should make one right now or giving financial advice, but if you would have made a swing trade at the time you had your last signal from the bottom to where it said sell here, then you could have seen roughly a 20% gain with as much as a 30% gain if you were going to try and go long. So it did respect the MACD indicator there. Here's another example. This one's even better. When we went positive here, if you would have went and sold this at the top, you could have actually locked in 47% gains, which is a big deal if you're swing trading, especially if you're doing it with leverage. And if you would have held on until it flipped negative, still would have been roughly a 33% gain. So when the MACD on the daily chart has turned bullish in the past, you know, from the last 6 months, it has been a good thing. And lo and behold, we just saw this happen on January 2nd. Okay, so now time is passing. We're starting to get this upwards movement. So that's a bullish indicator. So the question is now, what else is bullish and how high can we go if we were to continue to break out to the upside? And so we're still looking at the daily candles here, but now what I'd like to focus your attention to is this 50-day moving average. Now, moving averages in general can be used as resistance and support levels. They can also be used to show trend changes. And in this particular moment, yesterday we broke above it, and today we closed above the 50-day moving average. So this is potentially a bullish sign as well. As we scroll out here, I'll show you a bit more price history, and you can see we were below the 50-day moving average since December 20th, right? And the price was really doing some negative things here. Now we've broke above it. Once we got above it over here in October, this is a great example of the 50-day moving average acting as support. We broke above it, tried to break below it, didn't last, came way above it, tried to break it, didn't last. December 21st is when things got really rocky and we fell to the downside and we were trapped below it for a while. So this is a big deal. And if Chainlink can remain above this 50-day moving average, which is, by the way, $12.99, basically $13 at the moment. If Chainlink can remain above $13, I believe there is definitely a possibility to see some more upside price movement. And I'll talk about exactly how high that can go in a moment. But first, I just want to go over this. What you're looking at here is the daily candle. This is a good example of a doji candle, and really it was a very wild kind of volatile day. We traded as low as $12.39 and as high as $15.64 today. So really some wild price action, as you can see, backed up by a fair amount of volume. But at the end of the day, we kind of came back right back to where we started. So the market is showing indecision. That's what these doji candles tell us. We are undecided right now. It looks like we're headed in the positive direction, but it's too early to tell because, like I said, these are daily candles. So we have to wait another 23 hours to see where this will close. But I am hopeful that we can remain above this and put in a bullish candle. If we do, we have the potential to come up to this resistance zone here. So it's not just one price, it's a level. And you can see we topped out over here yesterday, right in the middle of here. This has also been a resistance level back in November. We saw this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a row, only piercing it once. And that resistance zone is from $15.48 all the way up to $15.90. So what the real key level we have to break above is $15.90, or you could just really, if you want to think about it in round numbers, think $16. If you see Chainlink break up above $16, then we could be looking at a true breakout situation and the cryptocurrency could move a lot higher. But at the moment, we have to assume that $15.50, somewhere in between here, will act as our ceiling and potentially kick us back down. And so that is the bullish scenario, and we have to see how this plays out. Now, on the downside, I always like to give you guys the bullish and the bearish scenarios. You have $11.83 as a level of support here. You also have $11 itself as a level that has come in multiple times since back in December 23rd. And, you know, we had that really big dip here, which I do believe was potentially a bottom. You can just see here how, and we almost potentially have a head and shoulders forming here, by the way. You could see shoulder. Maybe this is potentially a head or a shoulder. But if nothing else, this could prove to be just a very quick atom bottom. And I remember this drop very vividly because I was in the middle of a swing trade when it happened. But those are the levels to watch on the downside. So if we close tomorrow below $11.83, or certainly if we fall below $11 and we close the daily candle, that would mean we're below the 50-day moving average and potentially going to travel lower, specifically if we close below $11. I don't see that happening, but if I had to say in this video if I was bullish or bearish at the moment, I would say I am leaning bullish for Chainlink right now, just based on the way the cryptocurrency market has been performing in general lately. Truthfully, I don't know if I see Bitcoin really slowing down here. Today we had a very big Bitcoin dip, but it did not last. So that's telling us that the dips are being bought up and that Bitcoin is still strong. Let me know in the comment section where you think Chainlink is going this week. Please like the video if you found value in the content, because it really does help the channel grow. And I'll see you guys in the next one.